Aye, side of you.
She wanna lick a FaceTime call and she in her panties and bra. Oh, let me see what you have underneath. While you make a boom that move together like twin. I might have to film it, I like it, it's super exciting, you know. You could make man pull up on you, you know. She licking on my neck like say I be ice cream man. Oh, yeah, let me see what you have underneath. Boom. I am not a pilot, but I'm flyer than your average man. Oh, yeah. Let me see what you have underneath. Girl, you know just how to satisfy your man. I can never get tired. Now you telling me it's my turn. Execution so smooth. Bring it closer till it's over. She licking on my neck like say I be ice cream man. Oh, yeah, let me see what you have underneath. Boom. I am not a pilot, but I'm flyer than your average man. Oh, yeah. Let me see what you have underneath. Everything I do is splendid. They're asking for new jams till it's pending. Touch your toes, girl, bend it. You're rocking with a fucking legend. Best life.
Hello guys, welcome to Boxing Block Center, the home of Nigerian African boxing. And please, if you're new to this channel, make sure you click the like and of course the subscribe button right now, and also go to the notification bell icon, click it and select all so interrupt a new banger, a new exclusivity. You will definitely be notified. Yes, you see it right here, Anthony Joshua robbed. I'll have to explain why Joshua was robbed. You know, the referee was whack. First of all, the referee was whack. I don't know who. Maybe they paid the referee, because I just finished watching the fight now for the 10th time. Okay, bro. Usyk, each time Usyk got hit to the body and felt it and was about like he knew Joshua was gonna pounce on him, this guy one way or another called the referee low blow. Joshua should have had at least a knockdown there. I think it was in the second round that Joshua landed a vicious shot to the body. Usyk felt it and immediately seeing that seeing that Joshua was set to pass on him, and he knew he had no energy left, because people will say Usyk's gas time, bro. Usyk don't have any gas time, bro. The Joshua threw this fight away. This was a fight thrown away, bro. I'm just upset right now. The referee was whack. This was a robbery for Joshua. I would say a big robbery. I know a lot of the boxing purists that will say, yo, you don't know shit about boxing, bro. We know the boxing politics. I've watched boxing for over 20 years to know when a fighter, when there's a sort of conspiracy against the fighter, and when they end. If you think I'm lying, watch that fight again. Just focus on each time Joshua caught Usyk to the body. Focus on that part. Focus on it. Each time Joshua caught Usyk to the body, what Usyk did was to call the referee. He immediately called the referee. Bro, me saying it right now makes seems like I'm just saying, I'm not what I'm saying, but you go watch that fight again. Check what I'm telling you right now. Each time Joshua caught Usyk to the body, and Usyk knew that he didn't have the energy to sustain Joshua's barrage of punches, he immediately used a sort of way to say it's a low blow, and there was no low blow there. Joshua didn't do anything wrong. He did not perform any dirty tactics. It was, in my opinion, a robbery. Okay, the referee has some questions to answer. He must answer some questions. That's a fact. The boxing purists might say, oh, Usyk is this, Usyk. Bro, Usyk is nothing special. Usyk fights Tyson Fury is getting beat up. I can bet €10,000 for that. I'm telling you right now. I'm serious. Tyson Fury beats Usyk like he toys with him. He dominates him. He does everything he wants to do with him. Usyk will not. It might land something, but Fury will punish this guy to the body. He will beat him up. He will use all the dirty tactics in the world to beat Usyk, and Usyk can't do anything about it. Of course, we might say Fury has trouble with short fighters. However, Fury has matured. You know, he's grown as a fighter. Let's go down here, Mao Joe. How you doing, bro? Are you here with us? I think you are.
I am, bro. Sorry, I just unmute now. So yeah.
How do you feel about that fight? How do you feel about that fight? Do you think it was a robbery, or do you think do you think there's something fishy? Because I don't know why a fighter gets hit to the body. Listen, I have the clip right here. I wish I can show you guys. A fighter gets hit to the body, immediately call the referee. What the hell is that? And each time he hits Joshua doesn't do that. This is what I mean by one-sidedness. So the referee I think was on the payroll of Usyk's team. Listen, Joshua cried. He cried and stuff like that. Joshua should not feel emotional, bro. He did his best. It's just that the war in Ukraine is against him. You know, the reason why I have no problem with bro, I don't know, there's a noise there. Can you mute it?
Oh, sorry, go on.
I have no problem with with what's going on in Ukraine and stuff like that. I don't support violence and stuff like that. However, I just feel like Joshua in this fight right here, all odds was against him, bro. It's just a fact. He had all odds against him. Like, there's no way he could have won this fight except if he knocked Usyk out, and Usyk weren't going to let that happen because he knew that he's vulnerable to the body. And what did he do? Each time Joshua was about to knock him out, because Usyk got tired like crazy. Usyk tired out, bro. Can you believe it? Can you believe that Joshua went in there Joshua went in there? Joshua went the whole 12 rounds. I thought Joshua was gonna gas out in the 8 rounds, but Joshua was not gonna gas out anytime soon in that fight. Joshua tired Usyk out, and I think he scored a knockdown. Usyk just used the referee to cover up, and the referee was whack. I don't know where the guy is from. I don't really care to know, but it's not a bad thing to lose, but it's just that the manner you lose. This is what I'm saying right here. Robbery, in my opinion. Big robbery. Mario coming, bro.
Right. Okay. So in the lead up to this fight, you know, the narrative that Usyk and everyone else, the narrative was this whole thing about Ukraine. This fight is for Ukraine. I have to win for Ukraine and all these kind of things. And from there, I knew that something isn't right here. This is a boxing match between a guy who is half British and half Nigerian and a guy who is Ukrainian. So Joshua in any way whatsoever is not connected to Russia. Okay, so to be saying this fight is almost like this fight is between Ukraine and Russia. And for me, the strategy or the tactic started from there, because it's like right now anything around the world, when you mention the word Ukraine.
And do you notice something? Michael Benson, the British journalist, bro, this guy posts about Usyk. He's posted about Usyk more than countless times that he posted about Joshua, bro. This was just even the British media were against Joshua, bro. This is what listen, listen, bro. Joshua, don't be stupid, bro. Come on, man. You can't be 32 years old and be falling into the trap of this British media that hate you.
Joshua just needs to forget anything England right now.
Bro,
he needs to forget anything
did you see
UK.
how Michael Benson? Do you see how Michael Benson posted about Usyk? Bro, go check Michael Benson The guy that works for Talksport. Go check his Twitter page right now. You will see more before the fight and after the fight. More Usyk. Usyk did that. Usyk dropped Dave Allen. Usyk stunned Dave Allen, making Usyk look like a god. Bro, Joshua he fought against the odds. He fought against Ukraine. He fought against Russia. He fought against the British media.
They made Joshua the scapegoat.
He fought against everybody. And then you tell me, listen, let me tell all the British boxing fans right here. Whether you like to admit it or not, without Joshua, there will be no money. There won't be money in British boxing. You see,
absolutely
all
not.
these fighters right here coming up, all these fighters right here coming up, and saying, I'm gonna be the next big thing. What happened to Daniel Dubois? It's not the same thing they wanted to do, try to make him the next Joshua. It failed. All these guys are trying to listen. All these guys, listen. That's why when I see some British boxers, including some of them that I know or that I've spoken to, that I've interviewed, like. They want to be enemy to Joshua.
Even the likes of Joe Joyce. I'm disappointed in that guy. I'm sorry,
bro. Listen. What did you just do?
No, like I didn't feel that support. Like I didn't feel.
Let me tell you one thing. British boxing without Joshua, British boxing is gonna be gone in the next few years. It will be there, but fighters are gonna be fighting for peanuts. I'm telling you right now. They can say yeah, but bro, what happened to British boxing when during the COVID-19 pandemic? Did the British government donate anything to the grassroots boxing? No. Joshua donated almost 4 million. Has Joshua ever donated 4 million any million to Nigerian boxing? Even though we claim him. This is what I'm saying right here. So this guy has done everything. He's done more for Britain than he's done for Nigeria. But we claim him the most. It is why when I saw some Nigerians mocking him on Twitter because it was a trend, I was sad. At the same time, I was like, damn, Joshua didn't really give a fuck about Nigerians. And if you look at it, and Nigerians were not happy seeing him with the people that are killing the country. Him giving a shout out to the people that are killing the country. I don't want to mention that.
Obviously, Joshua doesn't understand. He doesn't understand the politics of Nigeria.
His family has to know about it. Come on, man. He doesn't understand, but people know. Like you have to know that Nigerian youths are not happy with those people. They're killing the country. So when they were mocking Joshua on the Twitter this morning, Nigerians, I was like, some people say, "Oh, Nigerians are so bad." I'm like, can you really blame them? They see Joshua with all these guys that are killing the country, and they're like, so this guy's he's not for us. Okay, so love that turn their back on Joshua. However, I still believe that Joshua should be given the credit. Like the British boxing, he brought British boxing back. Now they are talking about Tyson Fury versus Usyk. Before Joshua came into the game, before he lifted the game, bro, there won't be no buzz about this fight. Joshua brought it back, and we have to also give kudos to Wilder as well.
That is a known fact. That
come on, man.
Joshua,
come on. Like what are this hateful? And then you have others. Listen, this Joshua, listen, I will tell you right now, it was a pure robbery. A pure robbery. If you doubt me right now, I'm gonna break. If I wish I could break this fight down, we would watch. All of us would watch it live. I will be telling you what happened. I watched this fight live. Usyk, each time he saw that Joshua was about to knock him out, Usyk, what did he do? He called the referee and he complained of a low blow. There was no low blow in the fight. No time there was a low blow in the fight. But bro, right now, I am speaking my mind right now. Usyk is a fake warrior, and he might think he's the next Vladimir Klitschko whatsoever. Bro, you can never be the next Vladimir Klitschko, bro. Bro, you have to defend your title for over a decade. Do you think you can Usyk really beat a good big man? Even though Joshua really gave, bro, do you think if he was Joe Joyce in that ring, you think Usyk might have bossed Joe Joyce? But what about Joe Joyce putting the pressure on him? How many rounds can Joe Joyce get? You think, bro, Joe Joyce will weigh him down. if let's say I may maybe accept they robbed Joshua, maybe he complains about Joshua hit him to the body and then he complains, oh, low blow again, you hit him to the body again, oh, low blow. This guy used every tactics, every dirty tactics, and you call yourself Usyk is not a warrior. He's a fake warrior. In fact, I thought this guy went to war with Russia, bro. He was fake. It is fake. He didn't go to war with Russia, bro. All he did was stand behind the back of some Ukrainian militias,
I heard that whole narrative of Usyk going to war. He wasn't aware.
This was a pure robbery. And Joshua, why is Joshua even crying, bro? I'm so disappointed in Joshua.
Bro, it's emotion, bro. It's emotion. People get emotional. It's human at the end of the day.
Sorry, bro. My mic is fed out. Why was Joshua crying? Anyway,
no, it's emotion. It's emotion. So in terms of Joshua crying and all these things, listen, at the end of the day, Joshua is only human, okay? I have cried before. I'm sure you've cried before. So he's only human. This Joshua gave everything in this fight and was very disappointed with the results, the how the fight eventually turned out. So, he gave everything. You could see that Joshua gave everything in this fight. He was desperate. Joshua was determined. Anyway, let me go back to what I was trying to say before, break it down in my own way. Now, from the inception of these whole fights, okay, I didn't like the narrative of, I'm fighting for my country, blah, blah, blah. It almost felt like they made Joshua a scapegoat. Like they made Joshua look like some sort of, it's psychology, okay? Make Joshua look like the enemy and make Usyk look like the hero. What is Joshua fighting for? And what is Usyk fighting for? Oh, Joshua is just fighting for belts. He's just fighting for glory, for self-glorification. But Usyk, on the other hand, is fighting for his nation. That's the narrative they were trying to paint. And that narrative automatically gets the pity of everybody. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Like, that's how this all started.
Listen, bro, you're not the hypocritical of this Western parasites.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, let me speak my mind right here because I'm not a political person, but I'm very knowledgeable.
I'll let you go, bro. I'll give you time to go and then I'll comment.
Let me tell you this right now. When Libya was bombarded by the West, okay, by NATO, how many people care about Libyans, right? To this day, how many people care about Libyans? They destroy Libya, and Libyans don't even Libyans are struggling, bro. And this Ukraine stuff come up, and including me, including Africans, to now support, bro. If Ukrainians had a chance, they would have enslaved Africans the same way the Central Western European did. Yes or no? You think I'm lying? I'm even hearing now
that the war is not even exactly what they're portraying it to be. It's not as crazy or as bad as they're making it to look like. Listen,
I don't have any problem. I like Usyk. However, in this fight right here, I saw something that I did not like. I'm disgusted. But the guy is not a warrior. He's a fake warrior, and he would have been stopped by Joshua. Bro. I wish I can put I have all the clips. I wish I can pull everything up right. I wish I can just show you guys. Because of copyright strike, I wish I can show you guys, bro. I will tell you. I will explain everything to you. What this guy did, the tricks he played, everything he did, and the time he was about to get knocked out. Joshua caught this guy. Joshua was beating this guy up to the body punch were massive, it was devastating on Usyk's body. And each time Joshua was about to pounce on this guy, you remember Joshua caught I think it was around 8 or something like that Joshua finally was able to explode. And Usyk was about to get knocked the fuck out, but it was the bell saved him that time. And that was a little Joshua that was tired, super tired. The Joshua that caught Usyk in round 2 or so was about to finish him off, and Usyk used the referee to bro.
Breaking up. Your line is breaking up.
Man, I'm really annoyed right now. Mario Joe, come on, man, come in.
Okay, so what I was saying, yeah. So
Clement,
before this
you
fight,
have to mute it. You have to mute it. Yeah, man.
Yeah, the line is clear. It's a bit clear now. It's a bit clear
Yeah,
now.
mute it, bro. Mute it on your hand. Okay.
before this fight, the narrative that basically was put out there, Usyk is fighting for Ukraine, Joshua is just fighting for self-glorification. And yes, Usyk, obviously, he had a reason. He was motivated because of what was going on in Ukraine. But I did not like the whole idea of trying to make Joshua look like Joshua is not Russian, okay? He has no connection with Russia. This is just a sport. It's boxing, okay? And listen, you can't take a lot away from Usyk in terms of how he fought. He had to do what he had to do to win the fight. However, I just have a few questions. I wish I could actually meet the referee and ask him a few questions. My number one question would be, since when did body shot become an offense if it's not below the belt? If it's not an illegal body shot, in round two, Joshua caught Usyk. All right. And when he caught Usyk, it was quite heavy. Usyk turned around, limped, because the shot was too powerful. Usyk turned around, limped, went to the other side of the ring. In that, whilst the round was still going on, it was not counted as a knockdown. The referee went to him and asked him if he was okay. Gave him a few seconds to recover. That I was upset. I was there with my friends. We were screaming, "What is this about?" Because if it was a low blow, if it was an illegal shot, then the referee would have gone to Joshua and give him a warning. But he did not even go to Joshua to warn him, which means that it was not an illegal blow. It was not an illegal shot. So why give Usyk time to recover whilst the round was still going the fuck on? Why? That's what I want to know. Because I believe in that round too. If the referee had not come in and stopped the fight and give Usyk that time to come back, Usyk would have probably been knocked out in the second round. He would have. Because Usyk was hurt. That shot to the body hurt Usyk bad. But guess what happened? The referee stopped the fight, went to Usyk, gave him time. Are you okay to continue? Are you do this? Are you do this? And then they gave him time to go back to his corner. Bro. From when I saw that in the second round, I knew. I knew there's a problem.
That's the reason why Joshua crying. I don't understand it. You should have watched the fight back. You should have watched the fight back. You have to watch the fight back first. I will tell you right now, Usyk is not conquering the heavyweight division. He's not ruling for long.
Based on that performance, he's been exposed though. Bro, he's been exposed. Joshua he can't take it to the body.
Joshua
he cannot take it to the body.
Has exposed this guy.
Can't take it to the body.
I believe even Dylan White beat this guy. I'm telling you right now.
He can't take it to the body. Anyone who can actually attack Usyk to the body, continue sustained attack to the body. I know it's not easy to catch him, okay? Let's call a spade a spade. It is not easy to catch Usyk. It is not easy to unload on Usyk. If you are not skilled, if you don't have a good strategy, it will be very, very hard. That is why I don't believe that the likes of Dylan White or even Joe Joyce will be able to do it, because to catch him is the problem. Usyk is always moving. Trust me, the guy will give you mental. He will give you mental. What's the right word now? He will freeze you mentally. Like mentally, you'll be frozen because his movement left to right, right to left. He's always moving. It doesn't stop. That's why I think that Joshua, for me, that performance was excellent. He didn't get the win, but it was a damn good performance, because trust me, people think it's easy. If you think it's easy, go in there and do 2 minutes sparring of 3 rounds. Then you will understand what boxing is about. And then when you have a guy like that in front of you who is constantly moving side to side, and it's not just moving, he's ducking, and he's peppering you with jabs from all angles you can think of. Any angle Usyk is peppering you. Anyway, from that round 2, I knew I told my guys, I said Joshua is not going to win this fight. They were like, no, Joshua is doing well. I'm like, guy, Joshua is not winning this fight, unfortunately. They're like, why? I'm like, because I already see the trend of this fight. I already see what is going to happen. When a referee is stopping a fight in the middle of a round, giving Usyk time to recover, it was not an illegal punch to the body. He did not go to Joshua to say, listen, that punch you threw at Usyk was an illegal punch, and if you do that again, I'm going to deduct a point. I'm going to. So which means that the punch was okay. So why stop the fight in the middle of the second round, giving Usyk the opportunity to recover? That's all I want to know. That is all I want to know. That's how I knew from the second round. I told my guys that, listen, my hype is over. I'm not hyped anymore because Joshua is not winning this fight, because I already see what is going on. I already see the trend. Joshua did not even, there was no blow, no shot that went below the belt at all. Because we all know that Joshua does not know how to fight dirty. That is the truth. Joshua does not know, he does not understand the dirty tactics. That's why I think Tyson Fury will actually beat Usyk. Now I can say that because Fury understands all the dirty tactics. Fury is literally going to grab Usyk from moving around and put his weight on him. Joshua doesn't know how to do those kind of things. So when you call it a robbery, now it is not a robbery in the sense of how, in terms of the scoring. At the end of the day, Usyk outboxed Joshua at the end of the day. But it is a robbery in terms of how the fight was officiated.
Bro, listen, it's a robbery, bro. Come on. You are about to get knocked out, and you call the referee for help, and the referee immediately step in, recover. Bro, go watch that fight again. It happened over more than 3 times. Go check it again. Each time Joshua got to this guy, hit him to the body, and Usyk felt it and knew that the hand was coming, because he knew the next thing Joshua would do after hitting to the body would come and bounce and pounce on you. What did he do? Call a referee. Referee separate again. Give Usyk. For me anyway. Bro, if you think I'm lying, rewatch that fight from the beginning to the end. You will understand. That's how the one. Bro, Usyk knew that. I don't even need to rewatch it, because I saw everything I wanted to see from the second round. Joshua needs momentum to finish a job. For example, like Usyk is a mover, so Joshua knew this guy. When I catch him, I'm gonna pounce on him. And he did catch him 3-4 times like that. The most significant one was, I think it was the second round that Josh, and there was still like I think it was over 2 minutes left. Usyk was about to go down. He knew the end was near. He knew Joshua, when Joshua pounds on you, he might gas up, but he will make sure he knocks you down. And when he knocks you down, well, you know what happened afterwards. So, I don't want to hear anything about Joshua's gas tank anymore. He has proven to me that he's got a good gas tank. Because even Usyk, the so-called Usyk, and everybody going on like Usyk never gets tired. Usyk was tired. I'm gonna say, listen. Boxing is a very corrupt sport. The first fight, Usyk won it. He won the fight. There was no controversy whatsoever. He went toe to toe with Anthony Joshua, all gun blazing and everything. He won. This fight right here, Joshua had 3 to 4 chances to win this fight, and Usyk used the whole shit tactics. And this is what. Listen, I understand people say, well, you will see what happens. What will happen when he fights Fury? Fury will use the same thing. Fury will do the same thing. I don't want to hear anybody come and say Fury is a dirty fighter. I don't care. I will support Fury, because when you show me, when I praise you as a fighter that is an excellent fighter that has all it takes to reign for a long time, and then you show me something that make me feel like so you are like also part of those people that shit. So I'm like, damn, I was surprised Usyk did that, what he did.
Overall, I still think that Usyk is still a superior boxer to Joshua. As much as I am nobody's talking about boxing ability now. Usyk has been boxing for 20 years, bro. You cannot compare to Joshua. I know,
He,
I know.
like you
So
cannot go.
I'm just trying to say that so people can understand
You
that we're
cannot,
not
you
people,
cannot, you
because people
cannot,
might
you
just think
cannot,
that this
you
is
cannot
just
compare the
bias.
Joshua. Nobody's talking about their boxing, their ring. Usyk has a higher ring IQ than Fury, if we should look at it. But will he beat Fury? No, he wouldn't beat Fury, bro. I'm just telling you right now. Fury will toy with this guy. Fury will use all the bro. You saw the dirty tactics that Fury used on Water. To Usyk, he will be even much more. He was able to use it on Klitschko. Even Klitschko that used all the dirty tactics, Fury outmaneuvered him. Did all the things that Klitschko did not foresaw.
For me,
So,
the
so
main
this
the
is one of
main
those
problem
things.
I had with the fight is the refereeing. I didn't like how Usyk was going to the referee anytime he got hit to the body, and the referee would give him an opportunity, especially in the second round. Okay, okay. So right, so okay, that's all right. So yeah. Yeah. Basically, I am not saying that Usyk is not a great fighter, and I'm not saying he didn't fight a great fight. He did. He fought a really good fight. But all I'm trying to say is that from that round where Usyk was really, really hurt to the body, now I just want to understand why the referee stopped the fight in the middle of the round, gave Usyk time to recover, asked Usyk if he was okay. They are in a fight, for fuck's sake. They are in a fight. Why stop the fight to ask Usyk if he was okay? They are in a fight. They are there to fight. The only reason why you would stop the fight is if that shot to the body was an illegal shot to the body. If it was below the belt. If it was below the belt, then it makes sense. It makes sense to stop the fight and say, listen, Joshua, I'm going to be deducting 1 point from you. Usyk, are you okay? Are you all right to continue fighting? Do you need more time to recover? Because that's what they do. But as long as you have not given Joshua any warning, you have not turned around to say that it was a shot that went below the belt, then there was no need to stop the fight. You gave Usyk an opportunity to recover. You gave him a chance to come back into the fight. So from that round, when I saw what was going on, I told my friends, I was like, I don't think that Joshua is going to win this fight because I already see the trend of what's going to happen. Why was he calling the referee when he get hit to the body? I don't understand. And why was the referee actually coming in there to give him an opportunity to recover? I don't get it. They're there to fight. Okay? If you don't like being hit to the body, then it is your problem. You should train yourself for that. The referee should not give you an opportunity. Shouldn't give you the opportunity to actually recover in the middle of a round. I'm not saying that Usyk didn't fight a good fight. Usyk did well. He was a good boxer. He did all he had to do. But then Joshua gave a good account of himself, man. He did. He gave a good account of himself. Because it doesn't make sense to me. You get hit to the body and you go to the referee and the referee stops the fight, give you time to recover. Fuck that, man. That don't make sense. And for everyone who is saying, Joshua he did not put it on Usyk properly. He did not. Trust me. You think it's easy to catch Usyk? You think it's easy to actually unload combinations on Usyk? It's not easy, man. It's not easy at all. When you're watching it on TV, it looks like, it's so easy. Joshua, just go in there, just unload. To catch that guy. That guy is always a moving object, man. He doesn't stay in one position. So for you to even catch him, to be able to unload on him is hard. If you're not skillful enough, and if you don't know how to use dirty tactics, you can't really get Usyk. A guy like Fury will be able to do it because Fury will literally grab him and push his weight on him against the rope. And for people who keep saying how Joshua's gas tank, forget Joshua has got a good gas tank. For him to have been able to go 12 rounds, and Usyk himself was tired. So what are we talking about? Like Usyk can't get tired, like he's some superhuman that will never get tired. The guy was tired, man. Anyway, Clement, you want to say something, so I don't just keep ranting, man. Who is there? Olajide, are you there? Who is that? Anyway, I'm just gonna read some. I'm gonna read some comments. We'll respond to some of the comments. Okay, so I Lucan is saying if AJ was knocked out in round one, you guys will still claim it was a robbery. Well, AJ was not knocked out in round one then. So what are you saying? What is your point? If AJ was knocked down in round one or knocked out in round one, you still say it's a robbery. So, but it wasn't knocked out in round one. So what's your point? Look, and if you want to respond and just explain what your point is, because right now you are making no sense. You're making no sense. We're actually talking about what happened in the fight. I'm actually talking about the fact that Usyk was hit to the body. He ran to the referee, and the referee stopped the fight in the middle of the round and gave Usyk time to recover and get back into the fight. And it wasn't an illegal shot to the body. If it was an illegal shot to the body, then it is understandable. But it was not an illegal shot to the body. So what is your point, Lucan? Because you're always coming here and chatting absolute shit, absolute rubbish. What is your point, mate? What's your point? If Joshua was knocked out in round one, but he wasn't knocked out in round one, so what's your point? When you want to make point, like, you need to make clear point and let people understand what you are saying. I'm giving you facts, things that happened in the fight. That the guy got he got a nice shot to the body, and then the referee stopped the fight and gave him the opportunity to come back into the fight. So what are you talking about? That is a fact right there. That referee, to me, he almost was like, he stopped the fight. That's what I'm saying. No, the fight was not below the belt. Justice. It was not below the belt, because if the shot was below the belt, the referee would have gone to Joshua and warned him. He would have given him a warning, or he would have deducted a point from him. So the fact that the referee did not go to Joshua to warn him, and he did not deduct any point from Joshua, it means that he was not below the belt. I look and say, my point is you're being biased and making a case out of nothing. Well, that's your opinion, mate. I'm not making a case out of nothing. As far as I'm concerned, Usyk fought a really great fight. But all I'm saying is that Usyk was given the opportunity to come back into that fight. Usyk was given the opportunity to get back into that fight. He had a chance to recover. If he was below the belt, then I'm sure that the referee would have given a warning to Joshua, or the referee would have deducted a point from Joshua. So the fact that he didn't do that just simply means that the referee do not think that it was below the belt. Owen said that Fury would terrorize Usyk. Fact. I agree, Owen, man. I agree. Fury would absolutely terrorize Usyk. And it is very clear now as well that Usyk is not superhuman. And when people talk about his gas tank, like, this guy never gets tired, he's going to keep going for 12 rounds. He's got different gears. He can go from one gear to the next gear, and then the next gear, like, his gears are endless. That is not true. I think that Fury will definitely tire Usyk out. He will literally grab Usyk and put all of his weight on him. All of the 278 pounds or 270 pounds or 280 pounds, whatever it is, Fury will put all of that on him, and he will drown him out. He will literally drown the strength and the energy out of him. So I agree with you there. Let me just see a few more comments here. Okay, so Lee Asimwe said that my Josh just had to be more aggressive. He can do the best. Well, in terms of aggression is not just something you go into the ring and just start getting aggressive. Like, there is a strategy to aggression. Okay, If you see how Usyk fights, Usyk is a masterful boxer. Usyk is the best boxer in the heavyweight division. Okay, and for you to get aggressive against a guy like Usyk, you need to be able to catch him. Okay, you're not just going to get aggressive against the air. You need to get aggressive against an object. And if that object is always moving and you can't get a hold of him, how are you going to get aggressive? How are you going to unleash your combinations? You can't. It's impossible. So the only way you're able to get aggressive is if you actually get hold of the object, then you can unleash on him. So if you can't get the guy, if you can't put the guy in a place where you can unleash your combos on him, how are you going to express your aggression? So for me, that whole thing of aggression is kind of out of date. You know, it is not just about getting aggressive. It is about how do you unleash your combos? How do you express your aggression? How do you even catch the guy? If you can't catch the guy, then there's nobody to be aggressive against, you know? So let me see who else do we have here. See another comment. So the crescency is the fight was politically driven on behalf of Ukraine. AJ wasn't robbed. Well, obviously there's a lot of political there's a lot of political talks around this fight, which, you know, in fact, building into this fight, I didn't like the fact that they were making it out to look like Joshua is the enemy and Usyk is going to go fight against the enemy. Like Joshua is the reason why Russia is fighting against Ukraine. It doesn't make sense. This is a boxing match, it's a sport. And that whole thing of, oh, I'm going there to defend my country, blah, blah, blah. For me, it's none of my business, to be honest with you. Joshua gassed out after the ninth round. Yeah, obviously Joshua was tired after he thought, I thought that Joshua was going to get Usyk out in that ninth round, and he actually exhausted a lot of energy there. He used a lot of energy there. Did he gas out completely? No, I don't think he gassed out completely. He was obviously tired. He was obviously done, like tired, but he didn't really gas out, because if he gassed out completely, then I think that Usyk would have been able to knock him out in the last 3 rounds, because when you're completely gassed out, then it's easier for you to be knocked out. So the fact that Usyk was not able to actually knock him out, Joshua was still fighting back in spots, you know, I wouldn't say that he was completely gassed out. He was tired, yes, he was tired. He used a lot of energy in that ninth round, but he was not gassed out. He was not gassed out, man.
Bro, I'm back, bro. How you doing?
Yeah, not bad. I was just literally responding to some of the comments. Lucan, you know, this guy he's an asshole. I'm sorry.
He's a Joshua hater, bro. Forget about Lucan.
The guy is just an asshole, to be honest, you know.
Listen, if we should look at this fight right here, like I said, people might come and say, oh, there's BBC, stuff like that. Oh, comedy. Bro, we know the facts. I'm not a guy that love to make excuse for any fighter. However, when I see some you know, very sketchy sketchy things, you just have to speak the facts. And the facts are Garcia. What did Garcia teach at the Joshua? Let's talk about the guy. Big ups to Roland Curtis for the super chat. He says Garcia didn't complain to ref about interfering. He lied to AJ, telling him that he's winning all rounds. Garcia disappeared immediately after AJ lost.
Yeah, I was actually going to ask that question. That what happened to Garcia after the fight? I didn't even see him anywhere at all. Why did Joshua
even go? Like, listen, I love Garcia, but come on, man, Robert Garcia. Like, there was no plan. Joshua literally implemented his own plan. Joshua just fought his heart out. That's the only thing they did. There was no plan whatsoever. What do you make of it? What do you think on that, bro? I
think they had a plan. I think the plan was to try to pin Usyk against the ropes, and then when you're able to put him, because obviously we all know how Usyk moves, and that it is very, very hard to actually pin him down. If you stand in the center of the ring against Usyk, it is almost impossible to unleash your combinations. Do you agree?
This was why Joshua used the body, the left to the body to pin him down. Remember, this guy was in the corner. How many times did you see Usyk in the corner in the first fight? Hardly, right? Joshua pinned
so
in
terms of the strategy, I think that was a strategy, because you asked me about the strategy. I think that was a strategy that, try to get this guy against the rope. When you get him, pin him down against the rope, start to unleash on him. I think that was what the plan was. And you could see that that's what they were trying to do. They were actively trying to do that. Joshua actively tried to do it. But I was not happy with what Garcia said to Joshua at the end of the third round. He said you got the 3 rounds in the bag or something like that. That is not true. That I don't understand why he said that. I don't understand. To me, it was like you're sounding like another yes man. We got rid of McCracken because of the yes man mentality, and then you have come in there to continue where McCracken stopped. So what was the point then? We could have just continued with McCracken then, because at least with McCracken, Joshua became 2-time heavyweight champion. At least, no matter what we want to say about McCracken, he got Joshua to become heavyweight champion of the world twice. So if you've come there, the exact same thing we complained about McCracken. Oh, come on, AJ. Come on, AJ. Come on, AJ. You're doing all right, AJ. We complained about that. And then you've come in there and be like, yeah, you got 30 rounds in the back. Like, what the fuck? Even if he got 30 rounds, you should be telling him that, AJ, you're down. You should be telling him that, listen, you need to go in there and do more because you're down. No, you told the guy that he's doing well, he's got 30 rounds. When he's obviously not got the 3 rounds. So that didn't make sense to me. It just felt to me like Garcia saw an opportunity to make a lot of money, and he just come there to get his paycheck. I'm sorry,
bro. Manny Robles would have been better, bro. I have to say it. Manny Robles, the former trainer to
Robles is very underrated. I don't know why the guy is so underrated.
I don't know why they tried to go for him, but Garcia came for the paycheck. Hope he got his paycheck though.
Of course,
and what do you make of Joshua throwing the bets, out, at the behavior after?
Disrespectful. I didn't like that for Joshua. Disrespectful. If Joshua had won the fight, and after winning the fight, they give him the belt, and he's like, "Fuck your belt. Here is a belt. I chucked this belt out of the ring, but those belts don't belong to him." Okay. And as much as I'm a die-hard Joshua fan, that was disrespectful. Yes, I understand it was emotions. I understand he was probably concussed. He was not in his right frame of mind, but don't go there. I would never take that. I would never excuse that at all. Don't go there. Like, if that was me, if I were to be Usyk and anybody does that to me, I'll punch him in the face. Straight away. I'll punch him in the face. You took the belt from me and chucked the belt out of the ring. I'll probably punch Joshua in the face, man. Seriously. I will punch him in the face and get the fight started all over again. That was bad. Bad. Everything he said after that, yeah, we could excuse him and say that, okay, yeah, he was not emotionally right. He just, remember like when Wilder got beat by Fury and he started saying all those things. But Wilder did not go collect the belt from Fury. And no, you don't do that, man. If Joshua had won the fight, and after getting the belt, he decides to chuck the belt in the bin or chuck the belts out of the ring, then I understand. But those belts do not belong to Joshua. They don't belong to him. So you don't do that. I'm sorry. That was below the belts, man, for Joshua. But I understand. I understand, but it's not right. You get what I'm saying?
What do you make of Deontay Wilder's statement afterwards? Should Wilder even be like? Should Wilder even be like? I don't know. I don't think he had. Wilder has nothing to like comment, bro. You lost your 2 fights, okay, back to back. Of course, your last fight was good. We give you.
You like Wilder, okay, because of the Onaja connection. But I've always said to you, and I continue to say that Wilder is a AJ hater. Wilder started hating on AJ from when AJ became a superstar when he beat Klitschko. That was where things started to change. Wilder saw all the glory. Wilder saw everything that happened that night, and Wilder desired that. And from that day, Wilder has never commented AJ. Remember when Wilder and Fury, was it the first or the second fight? AJ actually put a post of the both of them and he said, warriors. Will Wilder ever do a thing like that for AJ? I'm waiting.
Oh man, this Wilder one is
Would he ever do anything like that for AJ?
I think Wilder is in no position to say anything about AJ because listen, in as much as we know that Joshua lost the fight, I think it was robbery for me. Still robbery.
He lost the fight. He lost the fight in a dignified way. He was not knocked out. Wilder that was knocked out twice by a guy at the time that Wilder
should not overstep his boundary because you are fighting Elenius. I know Elenius on paper is no match for you. However, he did knocked out Adam Konaki. Elenius is on a winning streak. Oh, you know what I mean?
Anyway,
so
as far as I'm concerned, Wilder for me is a waste man. I'm sorry. He's just a jealous guy. He's just jealous of. He should just leave AJ alone, okay, and face his own career. Simple as that.
Anyway, let's get out here. Adewale's in the house. Adewale, how you doing, bro?
I'm good, bro. I've been listening all the while, but I had to.
We can't hear you. We can't hear you. I think you're using Bluetooth, right?
Yes.
Something like we can't hear. We can't really hear you like that. It's too low. Yeah.
Better?
Yeah.
Man, great show as usual. I had to come in the moment you guys started talking about Wilder this, Wilder that. How come none of you guys were upset just a week ago when Eddie Hearn went on saying that, oh yeah, we offered Wilder a fight for Joshua?
Eddie Hearn, bro. Eddie Hearn is not Joshua.
He never said for Joshua, please. He never said for Joshua. He said that we offered him as a big offer on the table for Wilder. He never mentioned any names, bro. So don't go there.
Why should
he never mention any name?
Why should listen?
The fight? Okay, who was he offering Wilder to come fight in his table? Who?
Dillian White.
What do you mean? What is Dillian White not there? Is Chisora not there? We've been talking about the Chisora fight. That was like something people were talking about. So how do you know?
What you're doing right now is you're just trying to change the whole story. That's what you're doing. Because
what story?
If Eddie came out last week and claimed that, I offered Wilder money and they turned it down. If you guys were not upset about it then.
He did not say they turned it down. Bro, don't change the narrative. He did not say they turned. He said, I've not heard from them. I followed that story back to back. He said, there's big money on the table. And I've reached out to Shelifinko. He said, but I have not heard from them. Okay, so he did not mention no name of the fighter, and he did not say they turned it down. He said he has not heard from them. That was what he said.
At the end of the day, I understand you guys are upset that AJ lost, and it's okay. In my opinion, AJ's performance was much better than the first one. He was going for the knockout. He just wasn't good enough to beat Usyk. That's all that was.
Of course. Fact. Yeah.
And I don't think it was a robbery. I think that was a clear victory. It was a little bit close. I would say that was like a 7-5 fight. AJ probably got 7-5, 5 rounds. And AJ almost...
Bro, did you watch the same fight I watched?
Yeah, bro.
You watched the same fight. What was all that Usyk shitting tactics? Complaining of low blow. Despite
Adewale, let me ask you a question, Adewale.
Bro, that was a low blow, man. Come on. That punch was beneath the belt.
Oh my god, bro. Adewale. You had to say that was a low blow, Adewale. God, man. At this time, you're just hitting, bro. You're just hitting. Forget about it. That was a bro. Bro, I wish I can show the video right now so that people can see.
Adewale, you know boxing. Let me just ask you. If it was a low blow, right? Normally, in that kind of situation, what would the referee do?
They would warn
Joshua.
Joshua.
And if you see that gives him, if it's a really bad low blow, according to refereeing rules, he does not even need to give him warning. He deducts a point straight away. Okay,
Yeah.
and if it's
you know what's funny?
no, let me finish. Hold on.
Wait.
Hey, wait, hold on. Because they're saying low blow. So how come the referee did not hold Joshua at all?
Let me not forget what I want to say.
Yeah.
You forgot when Usyk landed. I think it was a right hand after the bell rang, and Joshua took it, but the referee should have won him. He didn't want him.
Yeah, I think that was like round 7 or something like that.
Listen, that would have knocked Joshua out, huh? You know that. I didn't mean he knocked Joshua out. For example, like Joshua was like staggered and just fell down. Well, how would the fight be judged? The referee did not do anything about it, bro. The bell was almost, bro. Come on, man. What are you saying, bro? Joshua fights too clean. I wish he was Tyson Fury. Fury fights dirty. I like dirty fighters right now because I just see the fighting clean will not save you as a fighter, bro. When it gets to some point, they will rob you. It's a fact.
But in saying all this anyway, it's just clear to me now that Fury will beat Usyk. He will.
Bro,
All those things that AJ was not able to implement due to maybe lack of enough skills or lack of experience, Fury will be able to do all that. Definitely. So I think Fury beats him.
Yeah. Anyway, they will continue.
Yeah, man, it was a good fight. You know, I wish AJ still has some big fights in him. My comments on his behavior after the fight, that was weird, obviously. But what I would how I assess the situation is that he has been caged up for so long. He hasn't had the opportunity to be himself, and then he let everything out, you know.
Yeah, fact.
Tell you what, if Tyson Fury cries after a fight, people wouldn't think twice. People would call him a hero, you know. But if AJ cries after a fight, people would say something. And part of it is because people view Tyson, for example, as a real guy. He's real. You know? He doesn't have to be media trained.
Bro, Fury is the fakest. He's the fakest human alive.
But
listen, this guy lies. He lies more than bro. What are you saying? Fury is
fickle.
Do you know what? Listen, what Fury has gotten has the pass that Fury has gotten, huh? The part that the British media has given Fury. They've never given Joshua. They've never given such pass to Joshua. Some of the things he said in the past. Now, I'm not about now. In the past, those things, if Joshua to say it, listen, Joshua defended BLM movement. Now all the British supremacists are on his neck. They've been on his neck. They want him to lose. They said everything about Joshua. Each time Joshua posts a picture, all they do is bring that stuff out. How many of them talk about the Fury rhetoric? What he said then? I don't want to mention anybody. I think everybody knows that.
Right, could you even guys believe that my younger brother was telling me this morning, because he lives in the UK, he was like, they've even started the conversation of religion, that AJ became a Muslim and saying mashallah, whatever he said, and that Fury is a Christian. Can you believe that? That as at this morning, that's what people were talking about. So, like, I don't understand. Is the man not free to do whatever he wants to do in terms of religion? It's like everything the guy does is not real. He's fake. Now,
being a superstar, you know. If you're a superstar, people will talk about
Bro, Fury is a superstar in the UK. So let's keep it real. Anyways, let's get to our brother. Let's get to our brother's loss, which is the Cameroon Usman. What do you make of that?
I think Clement is online as well. I don't know if he wants to say anything, you know. I think he's there. He's been waiting.
I already called his name. He didn't answer, bro. So I don't know if he's there or not. Anyway, waiting on this, bro.
Man, I didn't watch the Usman fight, to be honest. But I woke up this morning and I heard that he got knocked out after dominating the other guy. He basically won majority of the fight, and then he made a mistake in the final minutes of the fight, let his hands down, and the guy landed a good head kick, and that rocked him. and he never got up. I seen some tweets from Kamaru Usman on this morning, being very positive, talking about, yeah, I will be back. I love this sport. So to me, it's not that much of a big deal. It's a big deal because, yeah, as a top professional, a reigning champion, you don't make that kind of mistake. For one, like Deontay Wilder always says, bro, all it takes for me is 1 second, man. You can be perfect for 12 rounds. In 1 second, I'll get you out. It's the same thing, man. Kamaru was good for 5 rounds, and he got taken out.
That did not work against Fury. But anyway, I heard you.
Yeah, man. He has to be back.
That worked against bumps, bro. Against bumps. But anyway,
bro,
I've heard you.
Kamaru Usman, I believe he will be back. He will be, and the next person he fights, that person is in trouble.
Bro, I think it's a trilogy, bro.
It will be very, very
I think it'll be a trilogy.
Who?
I think he will fight. Leon Edwards again. I think he will fight.
You're rematching straightway.
Oh, it's your man. What's up, bro? Been a while, bro. How you doing?
It's very difficult for me to sit on our conversations lately.
Did you watch the Joshua fight? What do you make of it?
If you followed the chat on our corner, I was saying that the zone streaming was very terrible, so I wasn't really catching all the live streaming.
Terrible.
And I've not sat down to what. Yeah, the zone streaming here was terrible. I've not sat down.
Is it a network? Mine was very fine. Mine was fine.
Well, I'm talking about here in Nigeria. It could be network, it could be everything put together. So I need to sit down on that fight again. But I thought that I agree with those who said that Rob Garcia was not misinforming Joshua when he told him that he had the first 3 rounds in the bag. But I don't want to go into the Joshua Usyk fight. I don't like to give analysis on what I did not sit properly on until I see that match again. Yeah.
Okay, so the Usman fight.
You can see how long it's taken me to put my words together. Not like I did not know that Usman was human, but if he was going to take a loss, not with this kind of knockout. All right. And then before the fight started, I had a moment that I drifted, into sleep. And I thought that in my trance, I saw him knocked out, and I quickly, jacked myself back to life. And I was like, no, this cannot be real. So when that knockout came, I was shocked to my bones. How would you ever imagine that a fighter who has never been put down on the canvas will be knocked out? Leon Rocky Edwards came and made rubbish of everything Kamaru has had as record. That's not the way to beat a pound for pound, okay? Rocky Edwards became the first person to put Kamaru on the canvas. Kamaru had his first takedown, okay? And we had Kamaru almost going out in the first round. But because he's a well-rounded mixed martial artist, he was able to unhook that choke, okay, the rear naked choke that Edwards had on him. And from the second round, yes, I give Edwards the first round, no doubt about that, 10-9. But from the second round, the versatility of Kamaru came through. You could see him easily taking Edwards down. He was outstriking the striker that Edward is, okay? And that happened through to the 5th round until that careless moment. I thought that you're the champ, you're dominating this fight. At the end of every round, you could see Edward looking askance. He wasn't even looking into the face and eyes of his team in his corner. He looked dejected. He also said that after the post-fight conference that he wasn't feeling his body. The truth is that Kamaru was shutting down his body, all right? But for that careless moment, and I didn't see the reason why Kamaru should have gone for all of that. When you're technically leading, you're leading on points, you're dominating him, you're wearing him out. I think you should allow Edward come to you instead of you always pressuring. But then again, that's Kamaru for you. He's a pressure fighter. And I have always complained about this side of him, and which is that Kamaru does not know how to take his head away from shots. Maybe, maybe he believes that he's. Can you hear me?
Yeah, bro. Now,
Can you hear me still?
now we can hear you. Yeah.
Okay. I was saying that I've always complained about Usman not knowing how to take his head away from shots. Watch all of his fights. He's always planting his head against shots. All right. But he was absorbing them well. But then again, there's no fighter who is not human. At some point, it will affect you. Okay. He got rocked a few times when he had his 2 bouts with Covington. All right. So at some point, it was really going to get him. Now, this is where Easy comes into study. You boo him, you say whatever it is you want to say about Easy, but that is his defense mechanism. That's his defense tactics. He's always taking his head away from taking damages. I hope, and I don't see how possible that is, because I mean, Kamaru is already molded in the way he fights. I hope Kamaru learns to defend his head more now, because that would begin to play in a psyche going forward. That, oh, I can actually get hot if I get some studs, some kicks, some hits in my head. I mean, imagine if he was fighting a Khamzat Chimaev, who is also a very heavy hitter. All right. I think Khamzat even hits more than Edward. Okay, so I hope that will be an era where Trevor Whitman will sit with Kamaru and they'll walk that through. Other than all of these, in spite of the loss, we know that Kamaru is way better than Edward. It was demonstrated in the fight. In the rematch, possibly at Wembley, whether it happens early next year or not, I imagine that Kamaru will be going to Wembley to go and take the soul of Edward away from him. Don't get me wrong, Edward is an amazing fighter, and I actually did express my fear with Wike. One of the times we had our chat, I said, Edward has terribly improved since he took that loss against Kamaru in December 2015. He has not lost a fight. He has been pretty dominant in all of his fights, okay? Apart from the one he had a no contest with Bella Mohammed because of the eye poke, Edward has tremendously improved. He didn't used to be a wrestler. His takedown defense didn't used to be great. We saw that he has added wrestling and his takedown defense has come into the mix. He demonstrated it in this fight. But in spite of all these, Kamaru Usman still showed to the world, still proved that he's the most rounded fighter in the welterweight division, not only in the UFC, but across the MMA landscape. So I'm looking forward to the rematch, and I hope that there will be no careless moment. I mean, it's terrible, it's painful. Like I can feel my body hurting as I'm talking about it. 56 seconds to the end of the dominant fight. The pound for pound king went out in that mode. No, it is bad. But it is what it is. It is sports. Kamaru has proven eventually that he's human. He can take a hit and his lights can be switched off.
Thanks, brother. I appreciate it. I think Kamaru Usman will get his belt back. As for Joshua, there's a long road for Joshua. A long way for Joshua. But he people might say, well, he should take this year off. I think Joshua, from the moment he stopped fighting 3 times a year, I think that kind of affected his performance a little bit. He should get busy. I know he's still hungry. I know this loss really did hurt him in a way, to the point where I think right now mentally somewhere he's in a dark place. But he can get out. He can do it. So just wish him nothing but the best. And as for the fight, well, I still stand by my word that fight was Joshua was robbed. I'm not saying that Usyk did not win the fight on points. However, he used some dirty tactics, and the referee connived with Usyk. It's just one of those things that happen, but it's what it is. Still a robbery, in my opinion. And Usyk, listen, do you see Usyk ruling the heavy division for a decade like Klitschko did? I don't see it. Adewale, do you see it? Adewale, are you there? Are you there? Or mute, bro, on your hand. You're not. Anyway, my audio coming. Well, I think the network's something else. But you guys are here, so you can definitely hear me. Isima, can you hear me?
I'm here. Sorry.
Okay.
I was far from my phone.
Okay.
Right. So Usyk is 36 years old. And I don't see Usyk being able to see. You see the way Usyk fights. His gas tank, his fitness level, is probably one of his strengths. And from what we saw yesterday, I think that it is clear to people now that Usyk cannot take it to the body, because now going forward, people are not going to be head hunting anymore when it comes to fighting Usyk. I think everyone is just going to be going for the body. And bro, trust me, sooner or later, someone is going to catch him. And remember, it was the second or the third round when AJ caught him, and Usyk was in serious pain. And I think even that alone will affect Usyk going forward, because people are now going to be going after his body. I don't see how he's able to rule the heavyweight division. I think Usyk right now just needs to get the undisputed fight. Get that fight, and I don't think it's going to beat Fury anyway. But if the undisputed fight don't happen, Usyk should make one or two defenses, and I think that'll be it, because he's not a young guy as well. We need to remember that, and he's not a big heavyweight. And the way he fights, it's going to be depending a lot on his fitness level. And we could see, obviously, yesterday that Usyk also gets tired. He was completely done yesterday. So he's going to get in there with somebody who will have better gas tank, and somebody who would know how to hit him to the body. And Usyk yesterday, I'm going to keep saying that the fact that the referee gave him time to recover was a dirty deal, because if the shot is not below the belt, the referee has no right to stop the fight in the middle of the round. No right. And if the referee wants to claim that it was below the belt, then why didn't he give Joshua any warning? Why didn't he deduct any point from Joshua? He actually did not say nothing to Joshua. You know, Joshua caught Usyk. Usyk turned around, linked to the other side of the ring, and held his tummy or his belly. He held it down. He was in pain. He was screaming and almost crying. And the referee went to him, "Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you all right to continue?" And gave him time and asked him to walk back to his corner and gave him time to recover. And then the fight continued. He did not even look at Joshua to say, "Warning, you do that again, I'm deducting a point," or straight away go to Joshua and say, "That was below the belt, I'm deducting a point." So the referee, to me, did not agree that that was below the belt. So as far as the referee is concerned, that shot was perfect. It was okay, because he did not want Joshua at all. And then the fight just continued like that. Just like that. Anyway, I think Usyk is still going to beat, obviously, for anyone to beat Usyk in that division right now, I think it's going to be really hard. Fury is probably the only person that will be able to do it. I don't think Wilder can do it. He's going to give Wilder fits, like absolute fits. Wilder won't be able to. Wilder would probably break his hand again trying to punch Usyk, trying to chase him around. And you know how Wilder throws, it gives everything when he throws. And he's going to throw, Usyk is going to dodge it, and Wilder is probably going to injure himself. Joe Joyce, for me, is a bit too slow. Dubois, forget that. It's not even going to happen. Usyk would probably just disgrace him. Usyk will stop him. He will stop Dubois. He's not going to go 12 rounds. So who else is there?
You guys are saying Jojo is too slow, bro. Did you see them? Did you watch the fight? They had.
I watched this thing. I did
Bro,
watch
there's
it.
a
I
fact,
did.
man. Jojo
Jojo is slow, bro. Jojo is slow. Forget it. Jojo is
hasn't
slow.
improved at all.
He's too
Don't
slow.
worry,
I'm sorry.
Don't worry. Jojo will prove you guys wrong very soon again.
Well, we'll wait until that time. But for now, I don't see
Parker
Jojo
fight
doing
is
it.
September 4th, right? We'll see that. You see.
But Parker and Usyk don't fight the same way at all. At all. Do you see how Usyk? Do you see his movements? You're gonna get tired trying to even catch this guy. For you to even unload on him, for you to even put combinations together and unload on this guy, it's difficult. Do you understand?
And when Fury make it look easy, don't say I didn't tell you, huh?
Because Fury is going to drag him and listen. Fury is going to drag him, literally pull him over and put his weight on him against the rope. Okay, but even for Fury, it's going to be a lot of work. But Fury understands. Fury is a veteran, and Fury understands all the tactics. AJ is not a veteran. AJ does not understand the dirty tactics of boxing. Fury understands it. Fury knows how to use it. AJ can't use it. He can't implement it. But Fury can. Fury can. Fury will drag Usyk and put his weight on him and wait for the referee to pull them apart. But AJ is too clean, trying to just clean combinations, clean this, clean that. No. When it comes to this level, you need to know all the tricks in the book. It is not just about putting on nice combination and it looks good on TV. And no, when it gets to this level, bro, you need to learn like what Usyk did. Usyk got hit to the body, and Usyk turned around and that's part of the trick though. Usyk turned around, turned his back, ran to the corner, and the referee automatically acted on impulse and just went straight to Usyk. Are you okay? And stopped the fight in the middle of the round when the fight should actually continue. Because when Usyk turned around in that round, Usyk turned around and ran away from AJ. If the referee did not get in the middle of the both of them, what AJ would have done is chase after Usyk, and that would have been the end of that fight. I'm telling you. Because Usyk was hurt. He was hurt. He was limping. But unfortunately, the referee stopped the fight in the middle of the round, gave Usyk all the time to recover, and then by the time they got back to the fight, it was time for the round was over, unfortunately. So for me, Usyk is going to beat a lot of those guys, but it can't go on for too long. Using this style, just fighting like a cruiserweight, a lot of movements, he's going to get to a point, it's just someone is going to catch him. And yesterday was a clear sign that Usyk does get tired. AJ did a good job yesterday, a really good job. Fury is going to beat Usyk. That's all I'm going to say for now.
That's what I appreciate you. Do any of you guys have anything you want to add to it? You want to add something to it before we vote? We have a Olajide here. Olajide for now. What's up? Jagwe, you're here as well.
What did you say?
What do you make of the fight?
Oh, good evening to you, man. Yeah, I mean, I can't remember who was talking now, but I feel like Usyk had a lot of advantages yesterday. Because for me personally, I don't really see Usyk winning that fight, because the referee favored him about 3 or 4 times. Every time he gets the belly, every time he gets hits on the belly, the referee will hold on the fight and go talk to him. But I just look at it like when AJ was champion though, if AJ get hot, he didn't get this. But a couple of champions do have all these things, like, you know what I mean? Because I remember Wilder Otis as well, yeah? When Otis hurt Wilder, right? What happened? The referee said stop. Call the doctor to look into Wilder, right? Similar thing again yesterday now. You know, because that was not a low blow. Nothing low at all. But he's what he is, right? Because in a way, I look at it like the only way AJ will win the fight is if he knocks him out. Because I feel like with the war in Ukraine and everything, they would want to give Usyk the winning. I ain't gonna lie. If it goes 12 rounds. they will want to give it to him. And I look at like with all these things, they won't give it a draw. They want to give a split decision. Just like, okay, Usyk won narrowly, erected, and that. And that's why I like one thing AJ said to him, like, how did you beat me? But he didn't fucking beat me. How did you beat me? It's true, but I know a lot of people look at like, oh, AJ is ranting, but to be honest, I like some things AJ said yesterday. AJ said some things for people to read in between the lines. He said one thing is learned about Ukrainian fighters is many of their fighters, when Ukraine is going through something, it's when they become champion. And he mentioned Lomachenko, he mentioned Vasily Klitschko, and he said Usyk now again, and stuff like that. But I just feel like, but the way the fight is like, to be honest, and I realize I understand where AJ's emotion came from, because like, bro, this is part of the robbery we're gonna talk about in boxing and that, but to be honest, I just know like people will chat shit and do everything, because even if AJ wins, what people will say is, oh, it was a boring fight, it was this, and that, yeah. But I feel like, bro, AJ did something no one has done, and AJ has now shown the blueprint of how you can beat Usyk. AJ has shown the blueprint of how you can beat Usyk. Yeah, AJ was going to the head, to the body, and that. And I feel like one of the reasons why AJ now focus on the head is because every time he goes to the body, the referee comes in. When he goes to the body, the referee comes in. But it's like, bro, like, I'm just looking at it like, oh, why the fuck is this happening? In the third round, it happened. In the seventh round, it happened. In the ninth round, it happened. So it's like, yo, like, why all this and that? But he is what he is, right? But to be honest, it's crazy, man. Like, I ain't gonna lie, because if I say two Nigerians losing yesterday and what they shouldn't have lost at all, but he's what he is. Sometimes that's just life and that, man. It's one of these things that you're facing that. But for me, for the fight, I would, if it goes 12 round anyway, I will have no choice than to give it to Usyk based on the situation of why he came to the fight and how he came to the fight. But if we're going to be realistic on the match, because like the one that bothers me the most was the referee that pulled his own scorecard 116, 112. Yo, that is not real, bro. But he's what he is, man. Like, he's done already, right? It's just like me talking about Chisora. How he's always been unlucky. Because I remember the Chisora Usyk as well. He's very much debatable. That match should end in a draw.
Yeah, you're right as well. But people don't really pay. I just believe that people just see Usyk, because he's a good boxer. All of a sudden, anything he throws, because the guy was really, bro. He wasn't really landing. He landed a couple of times on Joshua, but he wasn't really like.
If we're gonna be honest,
He was throwing a lot. He wasn't landing a lot.
Yeah, like it was just like pity parting stuff like that. I saw it.
Let me say one thing, yeah. Let me say one funny thing. Yeah? Do you know yesterday, if we go check it, yeah, Usyk threw over 800 shots and landed only 170 something. AJ threw 280 something shots, yeah, and landed. Even in terms of shot percentage, AJ landed more than him. AJ had
more, yeah.
Than him.
Yeah.
So here's the question: and how the fuck did you win? You that lost more percentage. Yeah, because it was being said. AJ had about 25% in terms of punch rate, but he had 23. Then how do you win?
And Usyk did not land any power punch. I didn't see any power punch at all.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, like I said, I knew if it's gone 12 rounds, based on the situation, Ukraine war and that, obviously they will only want to give it to Usyk and that. But I just feel like, this biasness in sports needs to stop, and like, let's give honor to where it's due, man. Like, because if you're putting on like, oh, Usyk threw this amount of shot, because if you look at yesterday, like, AJ made Usyk lose and miss many shots.
He missed a lot of shots, man. A lot.
First time, Usyk became a crybaby in the ring.
Like, Olajide, how do you even explain that? Like, you got hit to the body, then you started limping, you turned around, and the referee went up to Usyk, right? And asked him if he was okay. Stopped the fight in the middle of the round, did not want AJ, because people were like, oh, it was a low blow. No, it wasn't, because he did not want AJ. He did not deduct any points. He didn't say nothing to the AJ. He just stopped the fight in the middle of the round. Like, That don't make sense.
It doesn't.
I gave him time to recover.
I ain't gonna. If you remember,
I think they should have hired this guy. What's his name again? Reed. That's referee, American referee. Like he's that always make a facial expression during the fight.
Yeah.
That one is he's a good referee, bro. I think that would have been better.
Yeah, that would have been better because I think
at that time Joshua held him to the body. Joshua was about to pounce on him, and Usyk was hurt.
Joshua was about to pounce when the referee held Joshua. The referee held Joshua.
The referee just held Joshua and stopped Joshua in his track. Literally stopped him. Stopped him in his track.
So you now tell me why should not call this a robbery? Listen, you basically giving another fighter, bro. Just to make the story of Ukraine, stuff like that.
Yeah,
beautiful. Anyway, we'll see how Usyk fared in the division. It's very easy to say to beat Andrew. Oh, I did this.
No,
but can you defend your title like Joshua did against everybody? We'll see.
No, you said the thing that is just like I can look at it and everything and stuff like that, right? But the other thing is this now because this is the thing there, and those are the things now because AJ has literally shown how you can beat this guy. He's showing it now. Whoever is gonna want to fight Usyk now would always target his side ribs because that's the two places AJ got him really already limped. It was not a low point on the side, below the rib, next to his before his hips, and that's not a low blow, bro. But obviously, and I realize one thing and that's the reason why because I know you're watching yesterday like come on AJ this and that, but AJ could not go to the body anymore because each time he goes to the body, the referee stops him and ask him to hold on. And there's the thing that if you're asking someone to hold on, you're not wanting him, you're not doing anything. Why are you holding him for? So which means you don't want him to get knocked out. And I get it, but
big ups to Adewale for the super chat. By the way, I just saw it late, bro. That's been a while, huh? Continue, bro.
So I just feel like, to be honest, I feel like what, he is what he is, and I feel like I know AJ only. One of the reasons why AJ will get emotional is like AJ should have fought him this way the first time, right? If you had done him this way the first time, things wouldn't be like this.
He probably would have gotten the
Yeah, if you just fought him this way the first time,
he would have gotten the advantage as a champion at the time. Yeah.
That would be nothing. That's the stick that will really hurt AJ. Because at this point, AJ won't know this thing is there, but AJ just can't say. That's why AJ said, wait, hold on. What the fuck did you do? And to be honest, Usyk himself could not explain because Usyk was shocked when he had win split decision. Because split decision means you won narrowly. But how did you win narrowly?
And I think AJ was trying to pass a message as well to say that every time something is happening in your country, it's almost like a pity party kind of a thing, It's almost like a pity party.
Is when they become. He said it.
Yeah.
But I know people would not people just focus on AJ is ranting, but AJ knows how to pass messages without you get. If you don't understand AJ, you don't know whatever is going on. And that's what I look at
those are facts, man. I'm not gonna debate what he said. People won't listen to what he was saying because it's AJ. He was emotional. They're not listening. Those are facts. The way he said it, of all the things that happened, and all of a sudden Usyk is fighting. There's another war, and you get this. How did you win? Like literally, AJ was doing good. You know what I'm saying? First of all, they robbed him of a standing A count. But he went to the body multiple times. They robbed him of a standing A count. They should have been like, fight. Go ahead. Listen to me. Every fight I watch, when Usyk gets hit to the body, he complains to the ref. And then the ref comes in. Every fight. Bro, no, man. It's legit. It's a legit body blow. Why are you complaining?
That's why I call him a fake. That's why I'm calling him a fake warrior, bro. He's a fake warrior. All this warrior stuff.
I'm not with it, man. I'm really not with this.
He's a fake warrior, bro. I'm not. Listen, it's not a bad thing for you to lose stuff about this manner. It's just weird. Call yourself a warrior.
Usyk knows deep down inside. I don't care what nobody says. They robbed that.
If you think I'm
lying, he knows he didn't fight. Usyk knows he didn't win the fight. That's why his celebration this time around was different from the first time. Because he knows he'll win this time.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for like. It's
funny. How come the British, a lot of the British boxing fans say, "Oh, Usyk was too much for AJ, bro"? What fight were they watching, bro? It's not this British.
Forget British fans right now. Trust me. Forget them. There is a major movement of hate against AJ. So forget them right now. When it comes to Anthony Joshua, forget them. Anything right now is anti-AJ. So when we're talking about fans, don't even talk about British fans right now. Even the pundits, those idiots, those Sky guys, yeah, even those guys, those idiots. Just forget them.
No, this is the thing that, yeah. The truth is this, like, if we're going to be realistic about ourselves, right? Fury is who the British expect to have all this in the AJ's got.
Yeah, facts.
Right? But unfortunately, Fury did not. Right? Fury didn't do it the way AJ did it. Fury did it the way Usyk done it. AJ went picking up these pieces one by one. Usyk came, fought one fight, picked everything up, right? And that's it. What did Fury do as well? Fought one fight, made it boring. The rematch, we did that of it, and this and that and that. Yeah, that's just what it is, right? But Fury is who they expect to have it, and that's why anything Fury does, it gets the praise and everything, right? But there's one thing that I would say, like, it's not a thing of the eight, but I just feel like we blacks are not joining what the whites are doing. Because, like, the white will look at it like, cause you're black, no, you shouldn't be the one carrying this thing. Because, like, at the end of the day, if you look at it now, there are certain things AJ does. British born, right? There are certain things AJ does. Nigerian British, right? So, now it lost. Yeah, when he was winning, there's a British born, right? Now it lost. It's like, oh, Nigerian Brits, boxer, AJ. And they tagged the Nigerian there and that, right? Because why? He's not white. If he was white, it's gonna be completely, totally different. And in the way I look at it, like, yeah, I get it, but at the same time, and that's why I like what you just said, because people might look at it like it's ranting and that. But bro, this guy tirelessly told us the truth. Like, bro, I was never a born boxer, bro. For me to have done this, I'm someone who's been from jail to jail to jail before I end up buzzing my cut case to become a boxer, right? But I know people look at like, oh, this, that, but it's like, yo. But it's life, man. Where you meant to get it credit, you ain't get it. And I feel like we blacks as well, because I ain't gonna lie to you. We're talking about the Brits, yeah? Go and see what Nigerians and Chinese shit AJ for as well. They know not only the Brits and that, even we Nigerians are trying shit about him as well. But bro,
they only saying Usyk one more rounds in that fight, but AJ hurt Usyk multiple times. I won't call it robbery. Usyk win fair, but AJ and bro, we're not talking about winning more rounds or whatsoever. We are talking about the Usyk cheating.
We're talking about what led to Usyk winning the round.
Yeah,
we're talking about what led to Usyk winning the round.
Bro,
we're talking about fight being stopped in the middle of the round, okay, and giving Usyk time to recover. Like, I don't understand. You get hit to the body, and every time that happens, you turn around, you look at the referee, and the referee stops the fight.
The Wada Ortiz first fight.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
saying. They sound similar, bro.
It's a similar. Okay, Adewale. Watch now. If he fights Tyson Fury, you think they're gonna let Usyk get away with that kind of crap?
No way. No way.
Let the fight go on, bro.
Let the fight go on.
It's fucked up, man. It's really fucked up. If you think they're gonna let Usyk get away with that crap, now that Fury has saw like, oh, that's Usyk's legit kryptonite. I'm gonna go to his body and watch him complain.
Fury could not even wait for the end of the match. He was like, "Yes, I'm back. Get me in there." He's already seen it.
They know it's not gonna happen. There. They know. They know. I'm telling you, they know. They know. Usyk has been doing the same thing from as long as it can remember.
You know the funny thing, yeah?
He complains.
You know what?
He complains.
You know the funny thing, yeah? Sorry, Scotty. I literally thought Usyk was gonna come out fighting. You know, I was shocked to see Usyk running around. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I was very shocked as well.
I was shocked to see it because Usyk knows when AJ comes to the game proper, that's a different thing. Because it was funny. 4th and 5th round, Usyk was running around. 7th round, he tried to come out. AJ got him to the body again. The referee stopped. He like, oh, he let back again and started running around again. Like, bro, I thought you said you're gonna change, but to me, I could lie to you. Usyk did the same thing he did in the first fight. The same thing. The same thing. Looking into, okay, this guy's gonna gas, but look at like, rap. This guy is literally waiting. Look at, there's something AJ did to Usyk in the 6th round when AJ went to lean on the rope, asking Usyk to come forward. Usyk stepped back because he knew AJ was trying to set a trap. Because you remember in the 12th round when he was trying to frame all those combinations and AJ took almost everything. And they know, okay, you're not done yet. You're leaning on the rope. Like, bro, what are you trying to do? Usyk did not move to him. He stepped back like, no, I'm not coming. AJ was telling him, come, throw your punches. He didn't answer him. I thought you to make me preparation. So this is the same thing. But like I said, like he's what I feel like, you know what? The referee playing that advantage. And that's the crazy thing there again. A black man for that matter as well. It's crazy, man. Crazy, man. A black man as well for that matter. Like, so obviously, I believe that's one thing. But anyway, I believe that's what they told the ref to do. That's what they were doing. Just not for everybody. Just try saving as quick as you can.
Oh, joke. I like near the stuff.
Sorry. Everything was in place. Everything was in place for Usyk to win that match yesterday. And the only way AJ wins that fight yesterday
was knockout.
Was a knockout.
Yeah, and
anything else would have been Usyk's.
Every chance AJ had to pound on him, the referee stops it.
Yep. You see, that's the part I don't understand. Why was he stopping it? I don't get it. Like, it gets east to the body, and the referee goes in there and break it up. Why?
You said it already. The plan is there for Usyk to win. So anything, they must give a chance. Because in the third round, when AJ first got his body, AJ would have pounded on him. In the 7th round, AJ would have ended it. In the 9th round, AJ would have ended it.
Yeah.
But the referee coming in saved those 3 places. So definitely, AJ would have knocked him out.
Anyways, guys, thanks for coming through. I appreciate you guys, and I have more to talk about tomorrow. I would definitely do some stuff as well, like so much more. It's crazy, bro. Can't do it all for now. I said, let me talk about this.
I'm not upset that AJ lost.
Robbery.
I'm actually just upset how he lost. I'm upset at the way he lost, man. Just the mechanism against him was just crazy.
No, I saw that coming because, like I said, if you look at it, the worst you can give that fight, bro. Not Namono's vision. The worst you can give that fight is a draw. Look at the fight, and the worst you can give that fight is a draw. But he's what he is. The robbery is always there. And like I said, the second thing again is him being the number 1 pound for pound fighter. He's got a lot of advantage over AJ.
A lot, yeah. Plus the whole political issues right now.
They would not let any more they take. Because if they should defeat him, they take him away from the number 1 pound for pound.
Yep.
And they won't do that. They won't do that.
Anyways, let's shall we get back, hopefully. So guys, big ups to my brother Roland Cortez saying unfortunately Nigeria lost twice yesterday with both AJ and Kamarosma. The UK lost a big one with AJ, but the UK won a big one with Leon Edwards. Isn't Edwards Jamaican or so? Doesn't it represent Jamaica?
Yeah, but it's based in the UK, so it's still pretty much like UK will claim anything that is glory. So right now he's from the UK. Wait until something happens.
I'm not saying anybody. I'm not saying people claiming also. But
okay. Well, that's somebody just claiming it in your chat.
Well, maybe the guy Roland Collins might be a British guy, so.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, UK is claiming him already.
Maybe he just sees the guy as a British, but I think the guy is from Jamaica, right?
Well, the guy is British, you know.
No, okay. Anyways, Leon Edwards is losing his next fight. Like Trilogy is losing against Usman. That's a fact. You know, like that mistake that Usman made after dominating the fight, he will never make it against him. It will be different, you know. But for Joshua, he needs to build himself back up. And I don't even want Joshua to chase the best right now. He needs to fight this year. He needs to fight this year to stay intact. So I think since he stopped fighting 3 times a year, it really affected his performance. We know that. He needs to fight this year. He needs to go back to that hungry Joshua. I think like he can't do everything at once, but step by step. Maybe he might catch Usyk again, maybe in a trilogy fight, maybe 2-3 years from now, and knocks him out cold.
Usyk is not going to fight for another 2 years, bro. Usyk is just looking for that undisputed fight, and he's done. He's already said it yesterday. He said he doesn't want any other fight apart from the undisputed fight. They said it in the interview.
If Fury doesn't fight him, then we have to vacate.
Fury is going to fight him because as of this morning, this afternoon actually, Frank Warren has already said that the start is already started. That the start was the talks started a little while ago, but now it's been intensified. So now the fight is going to happen. They're really now putting a deal in place. You know, with Top Rank, and it will be easy for them to make that fight. So that fight is probably going to happen. I think.
Yeah, AJ Fernandez. You know, Tajagbe did complain about AJ Fernandez. AJ Fernandez, I don't know what he added to the Joshua camp. Like, come on, I didn't see anything. Anyways, it's what it is.
Guys, see, we cannot be saying these things, right? Joshua did well yesterday. Well, okay, now what else could he have done? Because people say go to the body, be aggressive to the body. Every time he went to the body, the referee stops him. So what else could he have done? It's not easy to actually catch Usyk to the head. It's not easy, okay, for anybody, because of the way he moves. He's always moving, always, and he's not moving in one direction. He moves from right to left, left to right, then left, right, right, left. Like he's always moving. It's hard to catch him to the head, okay. And the only opportunity you have against Usyk is to the body, and then whenever AJ went to the body, the referee comes in and breaks it off and stops the fight. So what else? Could anybody just tell me what else AJ could have done yesterday? What else could he have done? He didn't gas out. He fought to the 12th round, much better than the first fight. Or do you just want AJ to just be throwing punches to the air? Because people are like, oh, you needed to throw more. Throw more to where? To a guy that is always moving?
AJ did well yesterday. He did well.
He did well, man. People should just stop this nonsense already. What else could he have done?
The referee was at fault. Opinion. Anyways, guys,
what else could he have done? Just stop it already, man. Seriously.
Like the video, share, subscribe. Big ups to each and every one of you. I'll be right back tomorrow to discuss further issues and further topic regarding Joshua, this fight, and the Fury Usyk fight. This is one of those things I have to look forward to. Stay tuned, guys. God bless you all. Cheers.